Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming back to Wax Cat Vinyl to check out episode number 4 in our 45 Hall series. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about two different artists, Melanie and Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. Starting off with Melanie, she was an American singer-songwriter who was known professionally as Melanie or also Melanie Safka. She is best known for her 1971 global hit, Brand New Key, and her 1970 international hit, Lay Down, Candles in the Rain. Melanie would see her first chart success in Europe in 1969, and her debut album would be positively received and would go on to become a hit in numerous European countries and eventually in the United States. She would have her biggest hit in 1971 with Brand New Key, which is also referred to as the roller skate song. Brand New Key would sell over 3 million copies worldwide, and years later would be featured in the 1997 movie Boogie Nights. Melanie would win Billboard's #1 Top Female Vocalist Award in 1972, being awarded with 2 gold albums and 1 gold single. Over the course of her career, Melanie would have 11 albums chart on the Billboard 200, with 2 of them being certified gold. She would also have 2 top 10 singles, one of which would reach #1. Later on, she would also win an Emmy Award for writing the lyrics of the theme song to the television series Beauty and the Beast, which aired in the late 1980s. I found 2 singles from Melanie in this collection. One of them was her biggest hit, Brand New Key. This was released in 1971 and would reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The B-side song was Some Say I Got Devil. This 45 is a label variation. It has a black and white label instead of the normal brightly colored label that you would see from Neighborhood Records, but it does not appear to be a promotional black and white label. The second 45 we have is Ring the Living Bell, which was released in 1972 and was Melanie's follow-up hit to the Brand New Key. It would reach #31 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. The B-side song was Railroad. The second artist we have today is Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. Mitch Ryder is an American rock singer who has recorded more than 25 albums over a career that spans over 4 decades. He was a frontman for a band called Billy Lee and the Rivieras, where he would find limited success until he met songwriter and record producer Bob Crew. He would see the name Mitch Ryder in the phone book, and Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels were born. They would record several hit records in the mid to late 1960s, with their highest charting hit, which was a medley of Devil with the Blue Dress On and Good Golly Miss Molly, reaching #4, as well as other hits such as Jenny Take a Ride and Sock It To Me Baby, both of which were top 10 hits as well. Ryder's success would start to fade after the early 1970s. His collaboration with the Detroit Wheels would actually end in 1968, and he would have 1 hit single in the time in between that ending and his formation of the band Detroit in the early 1970s. Ryder would end up leaving the music industry in 1973 after experiencing throat trouble. He would return to the business about 10 years later in 1983, and he continues to tour the US and Europe. This collection had 2 45s for Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. The first was their biggest hit, Devil with the Blue Dress and Good Golly Miss Molly. It was released in 1967 and would peak at #4 on the Billboard Hot 100. The B-side song was I Had It Made. We also have one of Mitch Ryder's other biggest hits, Sock It To Me Baby, which was released in 1967 and would reach #6 on the Billboard Hot 100. Now, this single was banned from some radio stations as they felt that it was too sexually suggestive. The B-side song was I Never Had It Better. Thanks for stopping by to check out episode 4. Make sure you head over to Tucker's Jukebox and just check out some of the great music we have over there. And make sure you stop back and check out episode number 5.